How often do you find yourself saying, "I'll do it tomorrow"? We've all been there, haven't we? The allure of pushing something to another day is one we've all succumbed to at some point. It's comfortable, it's easy, but it's also deceptive. It's the lullaby of procrastination, a song that we're all too familiar with. But let's take a moment to examine this. What is this tomorrow we keep promising ourselves? It's an illusion, a mirage in the desert of time. It gives us the illusion of infinite tomorrows, an endless string of opportunities waiting just around the corner. However, the reality is often far removed from this comforting thought. Consider this: there's a man named John. John was an average guy with a 9-to-5 job. He had dreams, big dreams of starting his own business. But like many of us, he kept saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. Suddenly, John found himself at the age of 50, with his dreams still trapped in the realm of tomorrow. But then, something shifted. John realized that he had been waiting for a tomorrow that never comes. So, he made a choice. He chose to start now. He left the comfort of his job and plunged into the unknown, driven by the power of now. His journey wasn't easy or straightforward, but he persevered. Today, John is a successful entrepreneur, living proof that dreams don't have an expiration date. And guess what? He didn't wait for tomorrow to make his dreams come true. He seized the day and made the most of the now. This is the power of now, the magic of the present moment. It's the only thing we truly have, the only time we can act, make changes, and chase our dreams. So, the next time you find yourself thinking, "I'll do it tomorrow," remember John's story. Remember the illusion of infinite tomorrows and the reality of the fleeting now. Remember, tomorrow is never promised. What if I told you, there is no tomorrow? Imagine a world where the concept of tomorrow is non-existent, where the ticking clock of the future is silenced, and only the steady rhythm of the present remains. This might sound daunting, but it's a philosophy that some choose to live by. A philosophy that can change the way you perceive your existence. Let's take a journey through the life of a woman named Amelia. Amelia, a vibrant soul, was diagnosed with a terminal illness. Her doctor's words echoed in her ears. "You may not have many tomorrows left." But instead of surrendering to despair, Amelia chose to embrace the moment. She chose to live in the now, in a world where there was no tomorrow. Amelia began to see each sunrise not as the start of another day in the countdown, but as another chance to live fully. She began to see each moment as a gift, not to be wasted, but to be cherished. The aroma of her morning coffee, the rustle of leaves under her feet, the laughter of her nephew, each became more poignant, more meaningful. She was no longer living for a future that might not come, she was living for the present. And in this present, Amelia did not just exist, she thrived. She painted, she wrote, she danced. She told her loved ones how much they mean to her. She forgave old grudges and asked for forgiveness. She wasn't waiting for a tomorrow to do these things, she was doing them today, right now. This is the power of the no tomorrow philosophy. It's not about disregarding the future or living recklessly. It's about understanding that the future is not guaranteed, that the present is all we have for certain. It's about making the most of every heartbeat, every breath, every fleeting moment. So what if there really is no tomorrow? Would you live differently? Would you love more fiercely, dream more boldly, forgive more readily? Would you seize the day, knowing that every day is an opportunity, every moment a chance? Ever wonder how different your life would be if you lived each day as if it were your last? Let's take a moment to delve into the urgency of seizing the day, of living in the now. Imagine a young man, we'll call him Jake. Jake was a high-flying corporate executive, earning a hefty six-figure salary. He had everything society dictated he should want: a prestigious job, a luxury apartment, a fast car. But Jake had a passion that was left unfulfilled. He loved music. It was his soul's true language, his heart's deepest desire. One day, Jake made a decision that startled everyone around him. He quit his high-paying job to pursue his passion for music. He didn't wait for tomorrow. He didn't wait for the perfect moment. He didn't wait for the universe to align all the stars in his favor. He simply took the leap. Jake began living each day as if it were his last. He embraced every note, every rhythm, every melody as though it were the last he'd ever play. He lived in the now, savored the present, and did not hold back for a tomorrow that may never come. This is the urgency of now. This is the power of today. This is the beauty of living in the moment, of seizing the day. So I ask you again, how different would your life be if you lived each day as if it were your last? Live in the now, for tomorrow may never come. Are you ready to take the leap into the no tomorrow philosophy? Stepping into this mindset means saying yes to the power of now. It's an exhilarating plunge that can seem daunting, but the rewards are worth it. The first benefit you'll notice is a shift in perspective. No longer are you a mere observer of time, waiting for the days to roll by. Instead, you become an active participant in your own life, fully engaged in the present moment. No tomorrow philosophy also challenges you to take control. No longer can you push tasks to a future date. Instead, you face them head-on, today. This attitude brings a sense of urgency, a drive to accomplish and experience all that you can right now. It's not about rushing, but about making the most of each moment. However, embracing this philosophy isn't without its challenges. It requires a significant mental shift, and a willingness to let go of procrastination and delay. It demands courage and determination. But remember, the greatest accomplishments are often born from the greatest challenges. The no tomorrow philosophy can transform your life. It can make you more productive, more engaged, more alive. It can turn every day into an adventure, a chance to learn, grow, and experience life in its fullest. Take the leap. Embrace the no tomorrow philosophy. After all, today is the only day you're certain